What is up, everyone? It's David. Welcome back to Gem and MTG. So I just got the grading order back from PCG. I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to unbox the cards now, and we are going to take a look at what we got. Came in a pretty big box here, much bigger than I'm used to. Usually the ones from Beckett are like very small, very compact. This is a pretty big box. So in this video, I'm not going to go too in depth on each card and, analyze it to death or anything. In this video, I just want to unbox, get a good feeling of how I feel about the slabs, the overall experience. This is a giant box of peanuts. Wow. Okay, hang on a sec. It's going to take me a second to get through the peanuts. It is a lot of peanuts. Okay, and then, so the cards come inside of a, typical box. It's like a 500 count or something like that. 400 count. 400 count storage box, BCW. It's nice. Very well packaged. So far, I can definitely say it's very well packaged, very sturdy. Typically from Becky, you would just get something like this with some bubble tape in it. So it's nice that they gave it some extra padding there. Okay, I'm not sure what is in each one of these, so I'm just gonna pick a side and we'll go with this one and crack this open and see what we got in here. We got more peanuts. Wow, I'm gonna have a peanut supply to last me a long time. Okay. Well, I can kind of see what that card is. Let's see if you can guess it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna take a look at how this slab looks, see how the grades came out overall. Let's get started off here with the first Zero Land, 8.5 near mint. So it did get 9 centering. I'm surprised. I thought that the centering on this, if I remember right, on this one, I thought the centering was going to be the bigger issue than the edges, or than the edges. That corner does have wear on it. I remember saying that in the, video. But overall, it's a near mint card. I submitted a few of these because I wanted to get a few chances to get a nice grade. So we'll see what the next one comes out as. And it's a 9. All right, cool. So this is a 9. This one got 9 centering, corners, and surface, and an 8.5 on the edges. Nice grade. And so overall, I like the feel of the slab. It feels a lot different than the other ones, honestly. It has a very, there's a pretty big lip on the back of it. And it definitely feels like it stacks together really well. Like I can shake this around and it doesn't move at all. They slide really good. It has the inner sleeve, which is very nice. The metal labels, actually, try to pick this up. They look really good. It's a really nice look. I have to say, it's kind of hard for the camera to pick up all the detail, but it's pretty reflective and metallic. It's pretty cool. And I don't know if you can see that on the mint, but it's actually brushed and polished in the center. You see that there? It's kind of like a ribbon, like a brushed ribbon through the letters and the number, which is pretty cool. Yeah, overall the slab feels good. It's a lot thinner than a Beckett slab. It definitely is. This is more like a CGC or PSA slab, but it feels very, very rigid and very well built. So, and very it's tight. The label's perfectly straight across. It feels good in the hand. It has a unique hand feel. Okay, let's move on. Let's keep it going. Another 9 Zero Land. Okay, so we got. Here's the Zero Lands, 2 8.5s and a 9. So I'm glad I got a couple 9s. I have some more Zero Lands. I might dig through some more and see if I maybe can dig up another one that might get a 9.5. I'd love to have a 9.5 from them. So far 2 8s or 1 8 and 2 9s. Let's take a look at the next card. Griffin Canyon. Okay, this is a cool one. So this got, yeah, pretty nice grades on this one. 9.5 centering. That is very nice centering. The corners, 8.5. 9 on the edges, 9.5 on the surface. So yeah, pretty nice card here. It's a good looking copy of this card. See, something that I want to point out, I just want to stop here for a second and take a look at this card. When I first saw this card, I felt like I could see that it was off-centered, waiting toward the right side on this front side, right? I think I remember saying this in the video, but this one is, to me, from my eye, off-centered to the right. And I thought that this one might get marked down for centering. But on the back is perfectly centered. Like, to me, on the back, it looks very nicely, perfectly centered. So I wonder if it is kind of like an equal weight thing. If the back is perfectly centered, but the front has, one particular issue that's not too far out, you can still get a 9.5 centering. So I thought that was interesting and just wanted to talk about that for a second. I'd be interested if you have any ideas on that, or if you think that is how they look at it, post a comment below. But yeah, overall pretty happy with the Griffin Canyon. So we pretty much got 3 9s and an 8. Still haven't got any gem mints. We'll take a look at this next box, which is also filled with some packing peanuts. Everything is very well packaged. Okay. All right, next card is a Mind Over Matter. So this is a 9 quad plus, really nice. Yeah, I really like this one. This is a really nice card. I remember this one. I was like, I really have to believe in PCG to send this one because I know it's going to grade pretty well. But yeah, on the back, I really like the QR code. You can scan the QR code and it will you can look it up in the registry or whatever, and it'll pull up the population and find this card, That's really cool. There's a little more information on the back that you don't necessarily need or want on the front. And that's something that I really like about this label. One of my pet peeves, and one of the things that I noticed when looking at, other new grading companies, is how much stuff they try to cram on the label. It's so many numbers and the set name, the artist, the this, the that, the this, the that. It's there's so many different things they try to fit on the label, and it just kind of becomes information overload. It's I just want to know what the name of the card is and the set it's from, and maybe 1 or 2 other things, and then just focus on the presentation of the grade. And I really like that that's what they have done with this slab. It looks really good. It feels really good. And the metal, the metallicized or whatever it's called, the metal label looks really clean. Okay, bolas Citadel. So this one, 8.5 near mint. So this one, the surface got really dinged. And this one had a little bit of, new magic foil curvature to it. It wasn't too bad. I don't know, I think it's gonna be kind of hard to see through the slab. It's kind of pressed down right now, but I remember calling that out in the video that, there was a bit of curvature. It wasn't too bad, but it's just, I think that just new foils are just not the same kind of quality as they used to be. I mean, this is a 2021 promo card that was basically printed and put in a sleeve for its entire life. And it's, surface 7.5. So there you go. What do we got next? Balance. So another 9, 10 centering. Look at that. This one has pretty nice grades. 10 centering. 9.5 corners, 9 edges, 8.5 on the surface. So yeah, I think if I remember right, there was some surface defects on this one that we called out on the video and said, you know, if this surface grades out to 8 or 8 or 8.5, you know, this card might not be gem mint. And it looks like that's what happened, you know. Pretty close otherwise. 10 centering, 9.5 corners, 9 edges, but 8.5 on the surface. But really beautiful card. And, you know, centering is the most important subgrade for me. So this to me is a really cool one. All right, last card. Copy Artifact. 8.5. 9 centering, 9 corners, 8.5 edges, 8 on the surface. So I'll go back and take a look at what the surface issues were. You know, might have been 1 or 2, and I thought, well, we'll see if it's a half point for each or full point for each. Go back and take a look at a kind of in-depth look, but overall, it's a nice card. It's nicely centered. It's got clean corners and edges, but little bit of surface issues, like a lot of cards. A lot of vintage cards. But yeah, overall, as a first-time experience with PCG, I think it's the grading seems pretty good. The packaging is really nice. The feel of the case is really nice. The look of the case, the metal label is really, really nice. I have to say, like, yeah, I would definitely say that this competes with Beckett's label. It has the same kind of look and feel to it. When you have it in your hand and you look at it, it has a very similar feeling. Like you'll feel at home looking at the slab. That's one of the things that I like about it. It's like kind of like a modernized take on that type of you know, color scheme and label look. But yeah, the label looks really nice. The slabs are, like I said, they're very stackable. It's like Rubbermaid containers. You can just like stack these really good. They won't move. They won't move. They have a really big lip on the back end. Yeah, and the you know, grading was fine. I thought, you know, I thought it might get. You always think you're gonna get a gem mint, but you know, it doesn't always happen. And I feel like the grades are pretty fair. I felt like all these were pretty much mint condition cards. So I feel like the grades were pretty fair. And, you know, some of the grades came out really good. We got 10 centering on the balance, and the 9 quad plus Mind Over Matter is a really nice card. And, yeah, happy to have another Zerlin of the Claw for the collection. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and this kind of overall look at PCG. I'll probably do a little more in-depth video about comparing some of the things that we called out in the video and try to kind of track how those translated in terms of, you know, grades on the card. You know, any kind of issues that we saw with, you know, with surfaces, or any issues that we saw with edges or anything like that. You know, we can take a look at how we think they scored those to get a better idea of the grading scale. So if you enjoy content like that, hit the subscribe button and join in the fun, because we're going to be doing this kind of stuff all the time here on Gem Mint MTG. All right, till next time, thanks. Have a great one.